Hey, what's going on, guys? Iptesh here. My iQOO 13's camera review part 2 is coming very soon. Most likely it'll be out tomorrow. But I just wanted to quickly make this video addressing a particular issue that's going on in social media. And that is the fact that people have found panel gaps between the display panel and the frame of the iQOO 13, which is raising concern regarding the IP rating of the phone. Like, how can there be a panel gap and at the same time have, claim IP rating? And a lot of people are spreading this information in almost like spamming it across everything everywhere. This shocked me a bit because initially I didn't spot any kind of panel gap or anything, but then today I myself tested after some people wanted me to test it. So I tested it, and this is my iQOO 13, and you can see even my iQOO 13 has a gap, and I am able to fit a thin ATM receipt in between the frame and the display panel. However, this got me thinking, and I did a quick Google search, and I came across the fact that this thing is pretty common. Like, is this even an issue? Like, is this even an actual defect? Because check this out. This is the Galaxy S21 Ultra or S22 Ultra, something like that. Just check this out. There is a panel gap just at that same corner where I have the panel gap on my iQOO 13. Then check this out. This is again S22. Let me show you. Okay, check this out. Galaxy S22. This has a flat screen. Once again, there's a gap in the same place. And then you have the Galaxy S23 Ultra over here. Okay, you can see it's able to easily enter even on the sides, correct? Not just on the corners, but on the sides. All right. And then you have the Galaxy S24 Ultra with clearly visible gap. Once again, it's a flatter type of display, but still there is a gap. Okay. And then check this out. This is the iPhone 16 Pro. Once again, there is a panel gap on the sides. Pretty noticeable panel gap. Then you have the iPhone 15 Plus, once again with a panel gap on the corner, around the corner. Okay. This is the iPhone 16 Pro Max with a huge panel gap on the side. As you can see, it's there on both sides, in fact, on this particular unit. And then you've got, this is iPhone 15, not sure, the base model iPhone 15, once again, a panel gap, correct? iPhone 15 Pro Max display gap, again, there is a gap over here. And there are countless other threads on various, forums, as you can see over here. This is another website, iPhonetricks.org, which is also, this is way back with the iPhone 13. You can see there's tons of panel gap around the frame. Okay, this is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Once again, there is a panel gap. Okay, so yeah. And then finally, after browsing all of these, I came across this official post on Samsung's own website where they've addressed this panel gap. And they're claiming that this is a normal thing to have on the phone. I don't exactly know what's the reason for this panel gap, why, like the technical reason for it. I believe it's because of having some kind of air gap between the frame and the display, to add some dampening effect in case of falls and all. If it's like extremely tightly packed up, it may create, it may lessen the dampening effect, and it may, it may cause the phone's display to crack on impact and stuff. Not sure. I am just theorizing things. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, there is a panel gap across the board. Like, even I've seen the Pixel 9. Let me show you quickly. As you can see over here, this is the Pixel 9 Pro. Even the Pixel 9 Pro has, pretty clear panel gaps. So, like, I won't make any claims or anything, okay? But it looks like this panel gap is just all across the board. This panel gap exists on all smartphones, and this is a common thing, not really a manufacturing defect, okay? I don't think so, okay? I'm not going to influence anybody's decision. Everybody is on their own. But what I found out by browsing all these Reddit forums, Reddit threads, and looking around is that this thing is pretty common. It's common to have a panel gap. Like, it's rather uncommon not to have a panel gap. All right. And regarding the water resistant aspect of the phone, there are a couple of brave YouTubers in India who have tested the water resistance of the iQOO 13 by dipping it inside in a jar or a pot full of water, and you can check their videos out. Shout out to them. They did a pretty, that's a serious thing to do, especially if you're not sponsored, purchasing a heavy, like a high-end phone and then testing that. So yeah, shout out to them. Go check their videos out. But I would like to say that even if a phone advertises IP68, IP69, all these kind of claims, it's pretty meaningless to me. In fact, whenever I see these kind of claims and like advertisement on their marketing materials, right, I don't even like care about that. That's because there is not a single brand, as far as I know, who actually provide warranty. They provide you warranty if you have a water damage. So even if they claim to have IP68, IP69, and probably the best ingress protection that can be there, but they don't really provide a warranty claim if your phone is water damaged. So it doesn't even like even if there is IP rating or not, it doesn't really matter to me personally, because at the end of the day, if your phone is damaged, if there is water getting into your phone and your phone is damaged because of that water ingress, nobody will provide you warranty. So that's kind of a moot point. But yeah, that's all I wanted to address in this video, guys. This thing looks pretty common, like all high-end phones and normal phones, even OnePlus, Pixel, iPhones, all the top-end iPhones all have panel gaps. Water resistance tests have shown that this is not really an issue. Water, resistance is still working. IP rating is still like staying true because there is no water damage despite those tests. So finally, this is up to you. So yeah, that's all for this video, guys. I wanted to address this issue, and the iQOO 13 camera review part 2 is coming tomorrow. You're gonna watch. You have to watch. You have to watch that video. It'll be really exciting with a lot of various different scenarios covered. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.